Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play series. Last time we did some resource gathering and really just getting through that first day. We got some wood and some stone just to kind of see what all we could get done. And as you can see just by what I have on my hotbar and in my hand there, got a few things that maybe we didn't prepare from last time. So I needed to do some stuff to get ready for this episode. And actually the sun's going down, so we're probably going to have to deal with that here in a second. And even while I'm sleeping, I guess we can kind of talk still through, is in this episode I wanted to build the farm and even start the house. And to do that would take quite a few resources, especially for the house. So I do have some of the farm already started. To be able to do all the stuff I did last time, I needed some food just to survive. Being in hard mode, we need the food. And as you kind of see there, we also had some issues with a raid captain. And I beat him single-handedly with this stone sword. I'm not saying I want to do it again like anytime soon, but we got through it. So hopefully other things coming our way might not be too bad. So this is the little teeny tiny farm I'm going now. I want to expand this. Oop, I was afraid I was going to break that one. So we need to figure out where we want it to go, and hopefully we can get some other crops soon. And even planning for the future, we should get some sugarcane going now. We need a lot of paper for books, to make bookshelves, for the enchanting table. Ooh, that's one gone. That's why we need a new farm. We need one that's in a better spot. That way we can just get this all moving. Now, house as well. I'm thinking house over here. We have this little area here, which I could build on top of, but the house I have in mind I think is a little big for this. So what I think we need to do is we need to move this line here back. We can kind of like round it off and see what that's going to look like for us. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so I got that cleared out. Looks like we got a little zombie hanging out back there. We probably need to go take care of that real quick. But we got this area cleared out to get ready to build on. Let me see. Ooh, two of you. Come on, guys. Come out here. I just need to get a tap on you. The sun will help take care of the rest. Oof. So, not too bad. There's not too many of them to handle this. There we go. Also, sorry if I sound a little bit under the weather. I'm going to clear my throat here and there. I'm not sick. It might be some allergies, maybe. But I also did just start a diet last Wednesday. And I guess one of the symptoms is flu-like symptoms during the first week. So it's kind of got me a little bit under right now. So if I'm seeming a bit down or just sound congested, that's what's going on. It's nothing serious. Allergies at worst, diet at best. So hopefully we can get that cleared up soon. So now that we got that taken care of, let's go ahead and start. Now, what I like to do when I build my houses, and I don't want to go too far back to that line, but I like to put down some markers first to figure out exactly where I want these things to go. So that should have been 5 in between. And we're going to do that again. I usually work on a like 5 by 5 grid, but when I built this house in Creative, it didn't quite look what I wanted. It was a little cramped. So I decided I was going to try going with the 7 by 7 build style. We'll see kind of how this goes. It looked pretty good. There were a few like detail things that I need to work on, so maybe that's something you guys can help me with. And we can figure out exactly what it is we want to do with that. But at this point, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know why I put it there when I have a line right back there. So, building a house. The important thing for me with this house is, I don't know, I've made some like tiny, like little cozy cottage kind of thing, and those are nice, but there's not much appeal in like going back to it. Eventually you have other things going on, other buildings within kind of the world that you're doing, either a farm, which could be anywhere, and you might end up spending so much time over at those things that you don't really have much reason to come back to it. So I want to make a house that kind of gives us a reason to come home. So we need to be a little bit bigger. It just needs to be a little bit cozier. Now I don't have a lot of wood out, so let's just go ahead and get that going. So I'm just thinking oak floors. Now I'm trying to remember. I think when I did this, I'm just filling in the insides, but not going to go to the outside. I'm going to do something else with that later on, but I don't want to go all the way out yet. So there might be a few parts in here where I place some blocks and kind of get it going, and there might be, and like record the whole thing, but there might be other parts where I just tell you, I'm going to do this, and I'll be back in a second just to show you, because some of these steps are a bit long or tedious, and there's not much to it. It's not that it's a complicated build and that you would miss out on what I'm doing by me jumping steps. But I just want to give you something better to look at than just block after block after block. So let's see how this does once I get this one down. Actually, we should probably go sleep now. Captain there watching over us. Oh, looks like the pig's here. I don't think he's probably going to help us much, but he's here. So let's finish this. One of those great joys. Misclicking and having to remine it. And some of you are probably saying, hey, Andrew, you've broken a few blocks there. You have an axe. Use it. It does take me a bit. So let's go ahead. We're going to have to put some more of these up just so we don't lose sight of our floor plan. And as I said, some of these things are going to probably get tweaked a bit from what my original idea was. My concern is I don't want a very blocky house, and I tend to do that. So we just need to work on that, I think, at most. Let's go ahead and get some more wood. We're going to need a crafting table to get this really moving, because what we are going to need for this next step, or really actually, let's, do we want to go straight to that? Let me check my reference image really quick of where maybe we want to go. Yeah, I think we do. We want to maybe go ahead and do this. So here's where I'm thinking the door is. I guess I need to stop putting things away that I need. Get that out of the way. I guess that can go too. And where's the door? Door is going to go here-ish. Let me just, yeah, that's where the door is going to go. The way that I want to do this, I want to frame the door, I think, with, ooh, do we miss? I think we forgot how to count here. Oh, come on, guys. I thought you were counting this for me. So this is me getting to do what I should have already done. Give me a sec, guys. I'm going to get this fixed. Okay, guys. I came back a little bit quick because I just saw a raid with the captain. Now, I'm a little bit hungry, and I'm trying to decide if I want to just chance it. I don't know if I can catch up to them. I'm a little bit nervous. My sword is a bit low. I see the zombie. I think I saw them back behind him. Oh gosh, these zombies are going to prevent me from even getting to them. Let me get rid of this zombie. Let's see if we can find them real quick. They're headed up this way. Ooh, yep, I think there they are. This might not be too bad since we're in the forest. This might make it hard for them to shoot. But let's see. Yep, there he is. Okay, we can maybe get this one without a problem. Okay, there's, I think I saw the other one, or another one. Hard to believe in the first few episodes we might be getting 2 raids done. There we go. Cursed, but we got the other banner. Now there was a third guy, I think. yeah, I guess if these raids are going to be in the woods all the time, this won't be too bad. So, I think I fixed everything but this block. And hopefully I didn't miss anything else in the process. I guess I could place it correctly the first time, but where would be the fun in that? So this should be the door now. Now that we can see the shape. I want the door to go here. I think I was even saying it earlier. I want logs here to frame the door. We're probably going to go up a third anyway, so let's just go ahead and place it for now. And that's where our door is going to be. Now, excuse me, everything else is going to sit now at this level. This is going to be our floor. So we're going to do a block above, just raised up a little bit. It gives the house just a little bit more depth. And what we're going to do here, that's where I'm missing something. Right there's the other post. Let's get that set. We need a way to get up there without it being too cumbersome. And we're going to need more wood, a lot more wood. Let's go ahead and get this started here with that, and kind of that. I do want it to curve as well. So that's going to be our way up here. So the way that we're going to counter either that flat block kind of finish or a giant like stair rail is we're just going to turn these stairs upside down. And so this gives it that there's kind of like a little like gap under there. It's kind of like a raised little porch, and we're actually going to do this around the whole house. Once we start getting some of the other pieces in place, you'll kind of see what it's doing. And now that I'm looking at this, I'm wondering if I'm missing something. No, it looks like this is where it's supposed to be. Yeah, because this is just adjacent to the patio, so this is where we want that. We're going to do this all the way around. Go ahead and put all these in. And this is just going to give it something more. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then I'm going to get right back with you guys. Oops. Okay, so I did a few more things than just finishing the stairs. I ended up making these fence posts, and we're going to use these as kind of the banister, a little railing here on the patio, and it kind of just connects here on this last little one. And I also added in these stone bricks all the way around. That's going to be the base right below the windows. I also raised these oak pillars up one more and put a few just little detail things here in the front. I think these little steps here frame a window very nicely. Like a window pane fits very well into that. Ooh, shiny leather hat. With everything that I've done so far, I've gotten some experience. Wow, that's so lucky. That's 2 hats now that I've gotten. I don't know what kind of quality that hat's going to be. I will take it. Let's see what that is. I was not expecting an early enchanted helmet. I mean, it's leather, but blast protection and breaking too, that's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and just switch that out. Got our bam, fancy hat. There we go. Back to it. So, what we needed was this. Let's get those out of the way. Not sure we need those immediately. Let's go ahead and put these in as they are. And that'll be a nice little frame for the window there. I haven't really decided what I want to do on these back windows yet. I could do the same, but I think either I want to or I went with 2 high windows on these and didn't frame them in any particular way. At least not that I recall. I can always change that, and I did have an idea for something on some of these. I don't know. We'll just kind of have to take it as we go. I think with the fact that these are going to end up getting covered by part of the roof, we can go ahead and secure that, and I did notice this a second ago. I think in the build this actually won't end up going there. And I'll show you why that's the case later on. I can't do everything I want with that kind of stage of the build yet, but we'll get there. I guess with us doing the roof here, we need to go ahead and cover that. Hopefully this will just connect on its own. I can't, it looks like it did. But yeah, let's just go ahead and start putting the roof on. This is going to be a very straightforward roof, nothing too complicated. Of course, I'm getting stuck there. Double placed that. We're not going to go too far out. We could drop it down one more, but what we're going to do is we're going to let it hang out the side. One. What we're going to do is we're going to have basically like two peaked roofs connect back in the corner. When we do the top part of this, it's going to be a little more... Okay, so I have now the cobblestone parts of the roof. Now, I didn't connect that part yet because I kind of like to do that part at the very end. But what I have is just a cobblestone roof around the whole edge. That's where I climbed up. And then these two like little peaked edges. And so the cobblestone is just kind of like capping the roof before we put kind of like the shingles on. And we're going to use, I think I actually made a whole bunch of stairs of the wrong color of wood. Okay, everyone, so I decided I'm going to tough it out. I'm going to get the recording done today. There's not too much else I'm going to do as far as the house. As I said earlier, the windows are kind of a big thing. Now, I'm not boxing this up to take the place of the glass. There's actually not going to be glass on this wall. Now, I'm going to have to do something there to make that look a bit nicer, but once you see what's going to be on the other side later on, you'll understand why that's closed off. Now, the windows are going to go too high in all of those, and then single windows here, and then single 3 across here. So we can't do too much with that. I could close those off now. We're going to need something else there, and it looks like there might be a stair that's not quite right. Let's take a look at that real quick. There are a couple stairs that are not quite right. Looks like they just didn't quite get placed the right way, so that's better. We might need, let me see if I have any on me, a half slab there. That might make that look a little bit bulky, so I might have to even change the roof a little bit now, but I think that's okay for now. This one's probably going to need the same. Who knows, when I come to close that up, it may have to change anyway, but I do have a plan for that wall. And I do have plans for those windows. As I said, I want to get those windows up as soon as possible, and I think the easy way to do that is going to be getting these farms done first. So I may not get it done today, or maybe I'll come back to the recording and add it in later on before I upload this one. but I want to make sure that glass is right before I do anything else with it. I don't want to put the wrong glass in, then have to wait till I have Silk Touch to get the rest out, and then go on to place them then. So what we should do first, I think, is work on the farms. Now, I already have some wheat and seeds, and that's fine, but we're going to need more wheat, because right now, I mean, I have more, but I'm going to need it for bread for now. And then I'm going to need it for, I thought there was somebody over there. We're going to need more for the other food that we're going to make. Okay, so as you can see, I need to make more bread. I actually have a lot more wheat, I guess, than I thought I did, so that's good. But I ate my last piece of bread sprinting over here, and I can't help but sprint. And that's not a bad amount of wheat, but when you get enough cows, like one stack, you're going to go through that pretty quick. So we can't rely on wheat to feed us for too much longer. So I think right now what we need to do is we really need to focus on getting the sugarcane going. So that's going to go back here. I think I'm just going to trim a little bit of this out, kind of round it off a bit more, and this is where we're going to start that farm. Now, for the sugarcane farm, there's a couple of things we need. First, we need water. You cannot plant sugarcane unless it's next to water. It just doesn't work. So that's good for us. But now what we also want to do is we don't want to, like, we could just make a row of sugarcane, just fill up all this water. And water is an unlimited resource. They've got a little infinite water pool there. We could do that, but it doesn't really, it's not that it doesn't look good, it takes up a lot of space. So what we can do is we can stagger these. And if we do that, we can now place there, and here. We just need another one to do it. And we can keep staggering it across and start completing the patterns over here. It kind of just does a bit of a tessellation that kind of fills in the rest of the gaps. And those will start to grow up, and we'll be able to harvest it and then replant as we go. And I think once that fills out there, that'll look pretty nice. I cleared out some of the sand, put some dirt in, and this is where I want to start our farm. Now, wheat grows at a distance of 4 blocks from a source of water, or at least water will saturate up to 4 blocks. So we need to make sure we stay within that range. If we go beyond that, any dirt blocks out here are going to turn back into dry earth, and nothing's going to grow. So we only want to go 4. This is going to be the ideal path. Okay, so there we have it. There's it all tilled. I'm just going to put in the seeds. These will all become wheat as we go, and this is going to be a good start for our farm. Now, for some reason, I already have some there that have transformed out. Did I make this too wide? I did. I ended up going too wide on this whole thing. I did that one test block, and now everything, I ended up doing the whole thing across. So that's 5 across, so that's not going to do. The rest of these should be fine. We'll just get these planted. And I think, I brought more. And this will be a good start. Eventually, I do want to expand the second plot, but that'll be for when we get potatoes and carrots, which I think will be a whole lot better for us. Like, it's a lot more nutritious. Maybe not the carrots, but the potatoes, once baked, is better for us. And the carrots will be good for trading, as well as would be beetroot. So once we can farm those, we'll be good. Now, the sugarcane's going to be kind of the same, that as we go, it's going to expand, and we can use those for trade, I think, particularly once we turn it into paper, and that's going to be helpful for us. So I think for this episode, until we can get these crops going, and I can turn the extra crops into bone meal using a composter, I can't really do anything else with the windows on that house. So I think we're going to have to wait to finish the house on our next episode. I hope we can make that happen, but for today, I think this will do. Thank you for coming by. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe so you can see more of our content, and we will see you next week. See ya!